Hello, thank you for passing by at LeWeb.
Thank you very much.
You delivered a keynote at LeWeb about the main trends in the digital world. Can you tell us a bit about these main trends? The first is about app.
Yeah, well, there are three major trends that we see. The first is what we call app internet, and it's the idea that the web is dying, and that the web will be replaced with a new software architecture, which involves very powerful local devices running these powerful applications.
Yeah.
And those applications linking to the resources and data in the cloud. So it's a way of saying that the cloud and the web is not the answer, that the PC on the desktop is not the answer, but rather it is those powerful applications linked to the cloud, must be the cloud and these applications together. That's the future architecture, which we think will dominate. And what Apple sells today is a very primitive version of that.
Yeah, that's the future, but we are already a bit in it.
Well, yeah, it's true. But that's already a $2.2 billion market.
Yeah.
And it's growing around 85% per year. So it's already a very big market. Google has now ships 1 billion applications per month, and so does Apple. So it's a very fast-growing market.
Okay. The second trend is about social, and you have a special point of view about social.
Yeah. We see social as somewhat saturated at this point. And what social is doing is it's running out of hours and it's running out of people. I'll explain. So it's running out of hours. Actually, in the US now, we're finding that people are spending as much time social as they are praying, as they are exercising, almost as much time as they are shopping. So it appears to us that there's no more time for social. We're kind of at the top. It's about 2.5 hours per week. And we're also running out of people because in Europe, 80% of online consumers are already social. And 90% of consumers in the United States who are online are also social. If you go to urban India or urban China, it's almost 95%. So social now has limitations. We have limitations in hours, limitations in people. So we think we're moving into what we call a post-social world, which means that the new social tools which will be introduced will be more efficient. They will be higher value per the hours. They will waste less time. They will bring more capabilities to the people who use them. So we call that the post-social world.
Post-social.
Yeah.
And the third trend is more about corporation.
Yeah, the third trend, we see that very big opportunity for social is now in the enterprise. We call that enterprise social. And this is large corporations using social to connect to their customers, to bring services to their customers. And that's a very big opportunity which is now rising. And we see some very good examples. Procter & Gamble in the United States is using social very effectively to connect to customers. And L'Oréal, as an example, in France, is also using social in this way.
So it's on both in the US and Europe and other continents. It's a global
I'd say less so in Asia, but more so in Europe and the US.
Okay. Last question about 2012, which is obviously going to be a rough year, especially in Europe. Do you think digital can help the economy to go through it?
Well, I think it's now critical. Companies don't have a choice. They must be digital. And they must be, I like to say they have to be digital first. And if you look at the recession of 2008, marketing budgets were cut about 15% in large companies. But digital budgets were not cut.
Yeah.
So I think that you'll actually see expenditures in digital rise next year. Not a large amount, but rise a small amount. And companies will have to continue to be on this digital voyage.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.